Fear whispers in your ear when no one is watching. It tells you to stay small, to wait, to hide. But what if everything it tells you is a lie? There was once a man named Eric. He wasn't famous. He wasn't rich. He was just, like everyone else. But behind his quiet demeanor, he carried a secret. A fear so strong it kept him from living the life he knew he could have. Every morning, Eric woke up with a knot in his stomach. He looked in the mirror and saw a man who had let fear control his choices. He had dreams, big dreams. But every time he tried to move forward, fear whispered, "You can't. You're not ready. Wait." He avoided opportunities. He stopped trying. And slowly, he began to believe the lie. That maybe he wasn't capable after all. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Eric watched life happen to everyone else. He watched people achieve, grow, and succeed, while he stayed trapped in the same place, paralyzed by fear. But one night, something shifted. He was sitting alone in the dark, heart pounding, mind racing. And he asked himself, how much longer will I let fear decide my life? It was the first time he realized something critical. Fear wasn't real. Fear was only a thought. A voice in his head telling him he couldn't. And in that moment, Eric made a choice. The next morning, he stood in front of the mirror and said something he hadn't said in years. "I am stronger than my fear." He wrote it on a piece of paper and placed it on his wall. "I am unstoppable." At first, the words felt hollow. But he repeated them anyway. Over time, the words became a shield. A reminder that he was in control, not fear. Eric started small. He confronted tiny fears, speaking up in meetings, making calls he had been avoiding, taking the first step toward a goal he had been postponing for years. And with each small victory, he felt something powerful growing inside him. A confidence, a courage, a certainty that fear could not take from him. He began to understand that fear is a test. A signal that growth is near. And the only way to become unstoppable is to face it head on. Eric realized that fear had ruled his life not because it was strong, but because he had allowed it to be. Fear is not an enemy outside of you. It is a voice inside. It thrives on hesitation, on doubt, on inaction. Once Eric understood this, he began to challenge it. Every time fear whispered, he answered back. "I am capable. I am ready. I will not let you control me." And slowly, his world began to change. The people around him noticed it first, the way he walked taller, spoke with confidence, and faced challenges without hesitation. Opportunities that once terrified him now became doors he eagerly opened. Because here's the truth Eric discovered. Fear is temporary. Regret is permanent. And the cost of letting fear win is far greater than the discomfort of facing it. Eric's transformation wasn't overnight. It didn't happen because he was lucky or talented. It happened because he made a choice, every single day, to act despite fear. Now, maybe you're watching this, and you feel fear holding you back. You've been afraid to start, afraid to speak, afraid to fail. But listen closely, fear is not your enemy. Fear is your compass. It points to the areas where growth is waiting. It shows you where you need courage. The moment you stop running from it, the moment you stop listening to its lies, you take back control of your life. Every action you take against fear strengthens you. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, makes you unstoppable. And every day you refuse to let fear dictate your choices, you grow closer to the life you've always imagined. Eric isn't just a story. He's proof that anyone can overcome fear and become unstoppable. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you feel. And your life can change, starting today. So make a choice. Face your fear, no matter how big or small. Take the first step, then the next, and the next. Because the moment you refuse to let fear control you, the moment you act despite it, you become unstoppable. If this message moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to rise above fear and take control of your life, subscribe, stay inspired, and join this journey. Because fear may always knock, but you have the power to rise every single time.